Results from a year-long practice of coherence healing. Overall, the group saw a 30% significant change in the people's health when they applied the coherence healing techniques taught at our advanced workshops by Dr. Joe Dipenza. Early in the morning on Saturday, 26, 2020, I joined a call with one of my team members in Geneva, Switzerland, as well as several other people from around the world. We were celebrating and discussing the results of a group of individuals who had committed to 365 days of at least one daily remote coherence healing. Sometimes they do more than one, for people with different health afflictions. Not only did this committed group of individuals meditate on healing people with various health conditions, which included both children and adults with cancer, children in comas, people with mental health issues, neurological conditions, respiratory issues, Lyme disease, cardiovascular disease, digestive issues, chronic illness, sick animals, and more. They also documented the statistical changes of their healings through a very thorough PowerPoint and an Excel spreadsheet. Overall, the group saw a 30% significant change in the people's health when they applied the coherence healing technique taught at our advanced workshops. To perform their healings, all they needed was a name and a picture, the coordinates, and all they were armed with was a heart full of love, the energy, and the intention, the directive, to make a difference in people's lives. The group had asked me to join a call to share a few words. They also presented Before we go on, I'm not associated with Dr. Joe Dipenza by any means. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm just reading a blog. Here we go. The group had asked me to join the call to share a few words. They also presented 5 cases about people who had experienced healings from different health conditions. One person who spoke was the uncle of a 12-year-old girl who had a very large osteosarcoma in her upper arm. Osteosarcoma is a highly aggressive tumor found on the long bones of the body, and its appearance looks like a porcupine with spiked protrusions. Here are some pictures. It happens to be one of the deadliest primary cancers found in children. In fact, the majority of cases, the arm or leg is usually immediately amputated. Even when they perform the amputation, the person generally doesn't survive for much longer. After the person's first remote healing, however, the tumor shrunk by approximately 40%. On the radiograph, it was taken just days after her first healing. It showed very well defined large black holes. Those black and circular areas were necrotic cells, which meant that the cancer cells were dying. To date, the young girl is still responding and getting better, and most importantly, she did not have to get her arm amputated. In fact, her doctors have been truly amazed that this type of cancer is showing signs of remission. By the end of our call, after listening to the other 4 healing stories, we were all moved to tears, and the love and gratitude were expansive and palatable. I encouraged the group to remember what they were feeling in that moment of expanded love, because that feeling is a catalyst that moves us closer to oneness, closer to the source, closer to pure love. That feeling is why we do the work in the first place, not for ourselves, but the love we feel when we make a difference in another person's life. The experience I had on that Sunday morning significantly affected me and has changed me in profound ways. As we collectively navigate this incredible changing moment in human history, I was reminded that helping others is why we do this work. It has helped me to remember what the challenges, the daily tough decisions, and the complex logistics of running a large staff, the new laws we have to adapt to, international taxes, and so forth are all about. We are devoted to changing other people's lives through healing, and when we heal others, we heal ourselves. Here are some additional details from the PowerPoint report that was presented that day. The large group has met for remote coherence healings every day without a break since April 20th, 2019. I'm actually reading this on June 26th of 2020, but this was, the article was posted on May 22, so from April 20 to May 22 is about a year. It's a little more than a year. 1,218 Healys have been loved into life. 47 were pets. 1,171 were humans. A booking system was introduced on September 21st, 2019. In March 2019, a second daily session was added. 29% of the Healys were emergency cases. Cancer and neurological disorders were the top two conditions that the group came together to heal. Feedback was received from 14% of the Healys. The sample size of 175 out of 1,218 gave us a confidence level of 99%. 39% of the Healys experienced significant improvement. 44% of the Healys reported significant improvement or completely healed. Get this, 44% of the Healys reported significant improvement or completely healed. 21% did not experience any improvements. Cases presented on the call. Mary, referred by Dr. Joe, she dealt with cancer and has seen her bladder function return back to normal. She is super content. Celia, a 9-year-old girl who deals with epilepsy. She has seen reduction in the number of seizure episodes. Sarah, a 12-year-old little girl whose left arm was to be amputated due to the aggressive osteosarcoma. She has seen tremendous reduction in the size of the tumor, and the amputation decision has been deferred for now. Mateo, a 4-year-old boy who has cerebral palsy, has experienced a significant improvement in his verbal skills, mobility, and emotional health in 1 year of being a Healy. Valeria, an advanced student who attended the week-long event in Mallorca, I don't know, whatever that name is. She was confined to a wheelchair due to a spinal surgery that was performed on the wrong vertebrae. She shared her incredible 1-year journey to heal herself and her family by doing the work, and also her experience of being a coherence healer and Healy. Think about it. This collective group of advanced students from all over the world produced a 30% significant change in people's health without being physically present. These individuals took time out of their own busy lives to heal and change other people's lives. I have such respect and admiration for this group of healers. Creating a change in almost 1 out of 3 people is clinically significant. All of us are joining on a call that Sunday, sharing the true elevated emotions of love, smiles, and tears of joy is exactly why I love our community and work. And you can read all the comments if you go there. There's a lot of comments. We will post the URL in the show notes below.